Hello people, this is Spellbinder with an article from Gerald Salente on Rinse.com. Trends Journal Scoop, the top trends of 2011. Wake up call, the top 11 trends of 2011. After the years of the Great Recession, a battered people may wish that 2011 will bring a return to kinder, gentler times. But that is not what we are predicting. Instead, the fruits of the government and the institutions' actions and inactions on many fronts will ripen and unripen for fashion. Trends we have previously identified that have been brewing for some time will reach maturity in 2011, impacting just about everyone in the world. The first one, number one, wake-up call in 2011. The people of all nations will fully recognize how grave the economic conditions have become, how ineffectual and self-serving the so-called solutions have been, and how the dire consequences will be. Having become convinced of the inability of leaders and know-it-all arbiters of everything to fulfill their promises, the people will do more than just question authority. They will defy authority. The seeds of revolution will be sown. Number two, crack up 2011. Among our top trends for last year was the crash of 2010. What happened? The stock market didn't crash. We know. We made it clear in our Autumn Trends Journal that we were not forecasting the stock market crash. The equity markets were no longer a legitimate indicator of recovery or the real estate of the economy. Yet the reliable indicators, employment numbers, real estate market, currency pressure, sovereign debt problems, all border between crisis and disaster. In 2011, with the arsenal of schemes to prompt them up and depleted, we predicted a crack-up 2011. Teetering economics will collapse, currency wars will ensue, trade barriers will be erected, economic unions will splinter, and the onset of the greatest depression will be recognized by everyone. 3. Screw the people as times get even tighter or tougher and the people get even poorer. The authorities will intensify their efforts to extract the funds needed to meet fiscal obligations. While there will be variations on the theme, the government song will be the same. Cut what you give, raise what you take. Number 4, crime waves. No job plus no money plus compounding debt equals high stress, strained relationships, short fuses. In 2011, with the fuse lit, it will be a prime time for crime time. As Gerald Salente says, when people lose everything and they have nothing left to lose, they lose it. Hardship-driven crime will be committed across the socioeconomic spectrum by legions of the on-the-edge desperates who will do whatever they must to keep a roof over their heads and put food on the table. 5. Crack down on liberty. As crime rates rise, so will the voices demanding a crackdown. A national crusade to get tough on crime will be waged against ascendancy. And just as in the war on terror, where suspected terrorists are killed before proven guilty or jailed without trial, in the war on crime, everyone is a suspect until proven innocent. It's called Napoleonic War, or law. Man. Number 6, alternative energy in laboratories and workshops unnoticed by mainstream analysts and scientific visionaries and entrepreneurs are forging a new physics incorporating principles once thought impossible, working to create devices that liberate more energy than they consume. What are they and how long will they be before they can be brought to market? Shrewd investors will ignore the can't-be-done skepticism and examine the newly emerged energy trend opportunities that will come of the age in 2011. Number 7, journalism 2.0. Through the trend has been in the market since the dawn of the internet revolution. 2010 will mark the years that new methods of the news and information distribution will render the 20th century model obsolete. With its unparalleled reach across borders and language barriers, journalism 2.0 has the potential to influence and educate citizenry in a way that the government and the corporate media mongrels would never permit. Of the hundreds of trends we have forecast over 3 decades, few have the possibility of such far-reaching effects. Number 8, cyber wars. Just a decade ago, when the digital age was blooming and hijackers were looked upon as annoying geeks, or hackers were looked upon as annoying geeks, we forecasted that the intrinsic fragility of the internet and the vulnerability of the data it carried made it ripe for cybercrime and cyber warfare to flourish. In 2010, every major government acknowledged that cyber war was a clear and present danger, and in fact had already begun. The demonstrable effect of the cyber war and its companion cybercrime are already significant and will come to age in 2011. Equally disruptive will be the harsh measures taken by global governments to control free access to the web, identifying its users, and literally shut down computers that it considers a threat to national security. Number 9, youth of the world unite, university degrees in hand, yet out another work in debt and with no prospects on the horizon, feeling betrayed and angry, forced to live back at home. Young adults and 20-somethings are mad as hell and they're not going to take it anymore, filled with vigor, rift with passion, but not mature enough to control their impulses. The confrontations they engage in will often escalate disproportionately. Government efforts to exert control and the return of youth to quiet complacency will be ham-fisted and ineffectual. The revolution will be televised, blogged, YouTube, and tweeted. And number 10, end of the world. The closer we get to 2012, the louder the calls will be that the end is near. There have always been sects at any time in history that saw signs and portents proving the end of the world was imminent. But 2012 seems to hold a special meaning across the wide segment of end-time believers. Among the Armageddonites, the actual end of the world and annihilation of the earth in 2012 is a matter of certainty. Even the rational and informed that carefully follow the news of never-ending global crisis may sometimes feel that the world is in a perilous state. Both streams of thought are leading many to reevaluate their chances for personal survival, be it in heaven or on earth. Number 11, the mystery trend will be revealed upon publication of the Trends Journal in mid-January. With a 30-year track record to prove it, no one has a more accurate inside scoop on the crucial trends shaping our future than the Trends Journal publisher Gerald Celente. To schedule an interview with Mr. Celente to discuss these trends before they hit the headlines, contact Zaki West Media Relations at the ZWest at Trends Research, or call the number 1-845-331-3500, extension 1. This is a message from the Trends Research Institute. And there you have it, people. What they call the end of the world and everything, coming in 2011 to a neighborhood in a country near you. Yes, the thieves and the robbers of world governments and world international banksters have robbed us to a point where we will be at the end of our rope, and we'll be desperate to do anything to keep what we have going, and it won't work. Until next time, this is Spellbinder with this update message from Gerald Celente's Trends Research Organization.